What is up, everybody?
All right.
What's going on?
What's up, everybody? Cody and Sal back in here again for another wonderful episode of Morning Crypto Chat. So, as people funnel in, if you're on TikTok, certainly feel free to like and share and subscribe to us and really help us grow. We really appreciate it. If you are just joining us, we do this live every morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday. And then, of course, we have What's in Your Portfolio on every Sunday at 8:30 a.m. as well. And then, of course, every Wednesday we talk about one random topic at 6:30. So thank you guys for coming back in. Really appreciate it. This is open forum, so definitely ask your questions. You can put them in the comments. Join us live. I'll put the link in the description in the chat on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube if you so to care to join us live and give us your thoughts. Also, if you just want to just shout out a comment, certainly put it down in TikTok there or on any of the chats. We definitely will do our best to shout it out. We do get a lot of comments. You guys definitely pretty active in the chat, so we do apologize if we miss it. Hopefully, some of our moderators can catch it and pin it for us so we can go over it. But we got a lot to go over. A lot of news about XRP. Of course, we're going to go over what's in the gains and losses we've had on our portfolio so far, what we've been buying. But we really appreciate you guys joining in. If you guys could like and subscribe, share the stream, and we hope you guys can have a good time in here because it's going to be a nice hour chat, some fun stuff that we got to go over. And if you ever want to catch the replays, they're on Rumble and on YouTube of every live stream that we do. So definitely like and follow us there under Simply Investing. The links are all in the bio of TikTok and then in the description in YouTube. But thank you guys for joining. So we got Cody here, and we're going to go over some of the things we've just been talking about this morning about XRP and the SEC and the degeneracy of Gensler and things like that.
Oh, yeah, Gensler is a degen. It's just no other way about it.
Absolutely. And there's been some news coming out about him that we'll go over in relation to XRP and everything. So it's definitely going to be some interesting things we're going to cover. Right now, looking at the charts for today, it's kind of we're still in the red. Everything's kind of pulling back. Quant's sitting at 111. Let me go to coin.
I bought 4 quant last night, by the way.
There we go.
At 110.
Crypto Wizard, welcome back in. Hope you had a good morning. We're getting ready to talk about all our gains and wins here. Cody's just mentioned he got some more quant this morning. So
I bought 4 of them. Yep.
So bringing his total to 34 in his bag, which is going to be crazy if we ever get to a 2,000 marker. But we still got about a year and a half of trading sideways with the bears versus bulls. So you got plenty of time to dollar cost average in and build up your portfolios. So don't ever think it's too late.
Yeah. Keep in mind that we are talking about what we buy into. We're not necessarily telling you guys what to buy. We are just sharing you guys what we buy and what we talk about on a daily basis. This is not telling you guys what to invest into or buy into.
Absolutely.
Just got to make that clear.
Absolutely. And so we have the Binance coin. I think it dropped about $50 in the last 4 days. So it's definitely it's one of the largest hits in the top 100 next to Cardano. They definitely took a little bit of a hit there. Bitcoin still holding above 26,000. Ethereum still in the 1,800 range. A little bit of depegging on Tether, but it's climbing back to $1. We got XRP holding steady in the low 50s, 50-cent range. We have Polkadot it dropped to $5, and that might be as low as we're going to go, maybe a little bit more. Atom definitely dropped a couple bucks. Cody got a good buy-in a couple days ago, I believe.
Yesterday I bought up to 14. I'm at 1400 Atom now.
There we go. It was a good time because I think it was like in the low $9 range.
Yep, that's when I bought it. And when I saw a low $9, I was all like, man, this is under 10. I'm still gonna hold out. I might as well scoop up more.
Absolutely. And shout out to Ghost of Sparta. Good morning. And morning to all you guys. Thanks for joining in. And shout out to Crypto Wizard. You see any Radix ads or on Twitter or IG recently? I actually have not. I haven't been on Twitter and IG. Yesterday was a pretty busy day. I had a lot of work I was catching up on for my businesses. So I was trying to get a lot done. So I have a little easy day today. Crow's looking like it's a little down. Hedera is holding in the 4-cent range, so it's looking like if you want to get some Hedera, now might be a good time to get it because you might get up, might get a good double on that one as we're going to bounce back eventually from all this shenanigans. Render token dropped down a little bit, was up around 250, 270 range. Now it's in the 221 range. We're kind of keeping an eye on that token. Chainlink down to $6. I'm still waiting for it to make another dip down another 50 cents to get
I
down.
definitely feel like Chainlink would pass the statute of limitations because it came out in 2017.
Yeah, a lot of these would, but what you got to remember, the SEC, they threw a lot of Hail Marys just to kind of boggle up the system. So it's almost like it's almost like someone's trying to extend this bear versus bull market. And man, it seems like they're trying to just
They
extend it
they
to the
knew
point
because it
possible.
was looking like it was on a rise.
Yeah,
It was on a rise.
it looked like things were just getting ready to go. Let me go back over here, pull up let's pull up a Bitcoin because that might be a good way to see on KuCoin. Okay, we'll go on the days here. Now, if you look, we were trading sideways for so long, and then we had the bottom out right here, and it looked like we were about to have a bull run or a relief run at least in the next 20, like the next couple months, and then all of a sudden it's like they tried to pull out the steam out of the engine, and we just started
Yep.
flatlining right there. But I think it didn't go exactly the way they thought. I don't think you can manipulate the market as much anymore.
No, and it's crazy. The SEC, the whole point of the SEC is to stop market manipulation, and yet it's like
Mhm.
they're manipulating this market.
Exactly. So my only thoughts is that Gensler is manipulating the market to help some cohorts or cronies in gathering up, because every time he does something, you see large buy orders of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Quant, and I think it was Dot too.
Dot's a good one. The SEC can target anything, but I think that Polkadot's clear of the SEC.
The Polkadot is definitely clear of it. I don't think they named him in there. I think they named Adam in there, Cardano, but they named a lot of coins, but they didn't name Dot in there. Shout out to Crypto Wizard. Yep, there we go. SEC claimed Solana, ADA, Matic, File, Atom, Sand, Mana, Algo, Axis, and COTI are securities.
Yep.
Are unregistered securities. So okay. There we go. So shout out to Crypto Wizard being a great moderator there. Uh, it's a I think just that lawsuit probably put the nail in the coffin for ADA. Matic, I don't think it's going to affect it too much. Filecoin, they were already messing around with them. Atom, it doesn't seem to have made people lose confidence. If anything, more people started buying, so or putting buy orders in. But it's like, and it's like I was saying like yesterday. It's like we're not seeing now people responding with large orders. We're seeing micro orders. Like I'm not seeing like okay, someone bought like 15 Bitcoin. You're seeing like point 0.5, point 0.2. There's almost 3 Bitcoin, 1 Bitcoin, point 0.7, point 0.001. It's like we're not seeing a lot of degenerate buying from people. Oops, there we go. Let's just go take a real quick look at Quant.
Quant's our baby.
Exactly. Shout out to Crypto Wizard. They simply making those claims without lawsuits. Like Ripple is low key sus though. Um, I don't think so. I mean, we can still go either way on the case. It really all depends on how the judge rules. However, I think they know they're going to lose the case, or this Ripple case will negatively affect the ability of SEC to monitor crypto. So what they're going to do is before this case resolves, they send out some Hail Marys because it's going to take years of litigation to even get rid of all those that they sent out. So that's why they did it. Probably 2 to 3 years, they can lock those things up. So unfortunately, it might affect how those coins are moving in the next bull run. And it seems like that's been the SEC MO, just kind of going in and messing up things and stagnating some wealth gains. It seems like they're only hurting the investors, not really hurting the coin or the business.
Yeah, they're not hurting. They're hurting people like me and you, and it always comes to people like me and you. And I'm not even on some victim mentality stuff. I'm just saying, the SEC is in this mask of protecting people, but they are in the same game. They're not even going after inside traders on Wall Street. Like,
Yeah, and those are running rampant, as we know with a couple politicians. Um, shout out,
Casport.
shout out to Ghost of Sparta. You like Quant? Seems like the most promising ISO coin. We do like Quant.
I
There's a
hold a
lot.
big bag of it.
We both hold a lot. Cody has been a supporter of it for almost 2 years now, and I'm about a year and a half support into it, and I like it because of tokenizing real world assets. And I'm as far as a trader, I follow where the smart money is going, and a lot of big money and smart money is going into quants. That's why, yeah, I'm following the quant play. But it is definitely it does have a lot of utility as well. But if you're looking for it, I think it's one I consider it a blue chip token because it doesn't fluctuate with the market as much. Like if we get it 10% down, you're probably only get 2 to 5% on quant, and then it quickly rebounds. And as you can see here on the buy on the order book, I mean you're looking a lot of microtransactions, but you see 4.5, 2 quant, 2.15 quant. Um, there's someone that bought 5, 6, 7. It's a lot of micro buying, which is good because it's a lot of retail investors piling in, which is really, really good because retail investors add to liquidity. Shout out to Logan. Welcome back in. Glad to have you in today. You have a blessed day as well. We really appreciate your support and hope that you have a wonderful day and you get to that bag and get your money. Really, really appreciate your support. Really appreciate everyone's support. So let's give a shout out and like to Logan here joining in. He's been with us for quite a while. As you see here, it's like when the dip started happening, we were riding pretty close. Oops, I'm going the wrong way.
When it dropped to that $96 range, so many people bought it up.
Exactly. So I think we had like right around here's a couple days ago. Like we were doing well, kept hitting and retesting, hitting and retesting, but then we got negative news and then it bounced back up and now we're going down again. So it looks like we might have another good buyer range if we can get down to here, but it looks like you follow that graph, we're probably going to hit here close to maybe 9, maybe a little less, and then you'll get a good entry point to maybe dollar cost average in. Shout out to Crypto Wizard. Quant will most likely do amazing next bull run. Absolutely. Although I do see some degenerate price predictions of like 10,000, 15,000. I don't think we're going to hit that, but a 2,000.
I think we're going to hit 1 to 5K around there, 1 to 3K.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I think 2K at the max, maybe 700 at the lowest, but it's entirely possible with now that we're seeing a lot of retail investors diving back into crypto and getting into a lot of the blue chip tokens. It could get up to 5,000, and at that point, I would say take profits. Even at 3,500, take profits.
Oh, I'm taking profits at like 1 to 2K. I was playing Call of Duty with somebody who knew about quant, and I told him 1,000 is my sell price, and he said that's a little too low. I'd wait till like 2 to 3K.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people seem to think 1,000 is pretty low.
Yeah, it is a little low, but it's a conservative estimate, and a lot of times conservative estimates do win out. But it's kind of hard to say because I think people are getting into crypto just because they're pissed at the world right now.
Yes, that's exactly why, and that's why I got into crypto, because I realized that I'm young, and if I can take this opportunity, then it would benefit me.
Absolutely. Shout out to Kyle joining in. Hey, thanks for joining in, and we appreciate your support. $1,000 for what? We were all just talking about quant and having it between $1,000 and 5,000 a token during the next bull run. It is entirely possible. I'm watching the order list now. There's a few people cashing out. I see some high sell orders, but the sell book isn't going as fast as the order book, as the buy book. He just keeps ticking, so that's usually a good sign. But we're probably going to see, because we're seeing bigger sells than buys, so I would say probably exchanges are buying up the excess and getting some storage for the next run on everything. So there's just that tends to be happening. Shout out to Kyle. Oh yeah, easily I own 200 plus quant. Well, there you go. You definitely are going to make.
You're gonna make it.
You're going to make some degenerate money there, buddy. Definitely have your cigar on that one. But now let me pull up that article that I found with what's his name, Gensler, because it was just breaking news this morning.
Man, Gensler's like the big circus clown.
Yeah, he's getting wrecked. Just
his career is such a funny word.
Yeah, but his career is over. It's just over. It's done. It's over. He might as well retire now and be done with it. And I think this would be one of the ones that BitBoy Crypto was probably really right on. You keep shouting.
Yeah, he was right on Gensler. A lot of rich people know what Gensler's about, because wealthy people tend to know connections, and wealthy people know people who know Gensler.
Mm-hmm. So I really have to see it. I know that a YouTuber, shout out to him, Ripple Von Winkle. I think his channel's called XRP right now. He just did a video about it, so I'm not going to put it up here on the stream. But he got exposed. He's getting exposed, and I think it's only a matter of time before we find out his collusion with SBF and a lot of other people in the crypto industry. I think they were trying to robber baron this market and corner it and get full control over it, because it quickly is becoming a necessity of where we're going in the future.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, uh, Gary Gensler didn't meet with CZ like he did with SPF. That's for sure.
oh, exactly. He was meeting with SBF like crazy on that. It was crazy how many meetings he had, and when he went to when he went to the Congress, it's that's when his career started to fall. And I think it's only a matter of time before something happens to that guy. It's
Yeah.
only a matter of time.
Oh, I want to talk about this real quick. So, a Bitcoin millionaire who was listed by Forbes, he went missing in Missouri at the end of May, and he was found dead with a gunshot wound in the Arkansas lake. We live in Arkansas, me and Sal.
Oh, exactly.
He was found dead, and that's why you want to be careful. Who you tell your holdings to. I mean, yeah, we stream, but that's crazy how a Bitcoin millionaire was found dead in the Arkansas lake. And have you noticed the similar pattern with the Cash App creator? He was stabbed to death, and then we've had other Bitcoin millionaires get killed. I mean, like, it's no coincidence.
Oh yeah, people do crazy things with money, especially when they see money and wealth being made. Shout out to Crypto Wizard. We're experiencing lag. I do apologize. Someone was calling in. This is my work phone. I got to usually on a Thursday. I don't get a lot of calls in the morning, which is why we try to do these streams. But I do apologize for that. I try to flick them off. Send them the voicemail as quickly as possible. But welcome in everybody that's joining. We're really glad to have you in. If you could like and share, get it going. We're having a great conversation, and like and subscribe to us on YouTube. We're trying to hit to get over 500 subscribers on YouTube and trying to get over 10,000 on TikTok. So really give us a like and support. It really helps. It's free. All you got to do is like and follow us. It really helps. Yeah, but the same thing happens in the stock market. I mean, even with businesses, people will kill each other over businesses. People will delete each other over
Lottery winners.
lottery winners, anything. It's like it just it's just the nature of humanity, unfortunately. But it does seem like something nefarious is going on, and I don't know what to say other than you just got to be patient till we see the news, because like unfortunately with FTX and SBF we really won't know what the true becomings of all that debacle was until October, when he goes to trial and they go past the grand jury and discovery phase, because the discovery phase is going to be hard. They can ask any and all questions and nobody can remember, especially when you know the prosecutors don't go after you until they can got a 100% victory. So it's pretty much coming to the freaking end. But we're going to see some wild stories come out about SPF and Alameda Research and things like that, and Gensler. It's like I would not be surprised if that happens. If you guys are trying to join live, I know a lot of people do are fooling around there, but let me know. Put a comment in if you're trying to join in on TikTok. Just say, hey, you want to join in, and send the invite, so I'll accept it, and we can go ahead and talk about anything about crypto or investments that you want. But I do want to talk a little bit about Apple. Right now, Apple brought out their VR headset. Kind of a very late to the game model, but I mean, it has definitely changed the arena on everything. So if you guys aren't getting into a lot of stocks, Apple has definitely become a good pick now because of that.
Oh yeah, it's here to
It
stay.
it's only going to go up now. I think it's at like 180 something right now. I haven't actually been checking it a lot, but it's definitely on the rise. It's definitely on the rise. Last time I checked it, it was at $181 a share. So, and that was this past Sunday. So we'll see on this coming Sunday where it sits, and we'll analyze that when we get there. But it's they're the last mover, but they are going to corner that market. I mean, you may have people just wearing those damn things throughout their whole life, just how versatile and useful it is. But of course, people are going to be degenerate too and abuse it for watching movies while you're at work and things like that. So
Or
it's going to be kind
porn.
of funny. Or porn, yeah, or all that crazy stuff. So it wouldn't surprise me if that happened.
Could you imagine people snorting a line of coke and using the VR?
Oh my god! But I will say this: it's gonna. If people thought relationships and birth rates are a problem now, when that sucker hits, really gets mass adoption. Because right now it's at $3,500, so it's really a luxury item. Not many people have $3,500 to waste on that, but it's going to change the course of relationships. Like it almost reminds me of, I don't know if any of you are old enough or have watched Demolition Man. That's what it reminds me of. That's it, almost like that's where we're headed.
It's crazy.
So it's just kind of funny, but it's well integrated. It works. I think you plug it in. It has a pretty good battery life. You plug it in, you can plug it in and with your phone and everything. So I mean, you're probably looking at most Apple users. I'd probably say about 60% of them will probably buy it right off the bat. So
Yeah.
I do
Tech
see record
YouTubers.
sales. I do see more record sales and their service side to climb because of the VR headset. So, but let me pull up the chart for a dot here real quick. We'll go over a
Polka
little.
dot. I've been long on polka dot, man. I'm halfway there to my goal of 1,000.
So it has been trading. Let's just go with the days here. We've been trading, as you can see here. Oops, it disappeared. Let me just restart that. There we go. Okay, as you can see here, if we go to the days, we've been kind of trading a little sideways for a while since May. But I was kind of hoping we would go a little lower. It was hovering around 6, and if you look up a little bit, we're at 7. We had a nice dip around here in the 4s. That was back in during the winter, but I was hoping we would get back there, but it doesn't look like it looks like we're coming to the bottom of it. If you're watching the resistance lines, like from here, we're coming to the bottom. I think we've reached the bottom of dot. Shout out to Joey Ducey. Welcome in. Really, really appreciate your support and your comment. XRP and ADA are the future. XRP is definitely the future, although ADA, because of the degeneracy of the SEC, might have hurt it pretty bad. But now they're going to have to go through that litigation for another 2 or 3, maybe 5 years, whether or not even the SEC loses their case against Ripple and XRP. But you're definitely right on that. ADA does have potential, but it keeps getting like derailed and
I don't like Charles
reputation
Hoskinson
going.
anymore. That's for sure. I used to like him, but after finding out things about Charles Hoskinson, I really don't like Charles Hoskinson. And there's a reason why him and Vitalik couldn't get along.
Yeah, and like he's losing favor in the crypto world. But Joey Ducey, you're absolutely right. Slow and steady wins the race. Of course, it always does. And the lower ADA drops, the bigger that run up can be. But we'll have to see because the SEC threw in a degenerate lawsuit, which it's not going to go anywhere. But unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. They got to fight it now and waste resources and time and effort, and it's going to pull away from what ADA is doing. Shout out to Leon. Welcome in. Glad to have your support. At worst, it's going to be a fine. Yeah, it'll just be a fine settled before they go to court, most likely. Shout out to Joey Ducey. You have both XRP, 10K in both. A pretty
10K in
definitely
both what? XRP
stacking.
and ADA?
Yep, 10K in both. So you're definitely stacking your bags. Um, uh, you might have to wait longer on that ADA win than you will in the XRP because we might actually get a nice pump up in the next month or two on XRP, depending on how that case goes. And you're welcome. We always try to acknowledge everyone that comes in. So, hey, but thank you for your support and joining us in on today. As always, we appreciate all of you guys' input and everything for us. Um, let's see here, Adam. Come on, there we go. So I'm gonna pull up the Adam chart here too. We're kind of, I don't know. I think we're kind of hitting. I don't think we're gonna get any lower than the 950 range on it. But you look, we're having some pretty massive sale volume. I mean, 294 sale, 214, 194, 100, 100, 100, 100, 300, 350, 350, 285. Wow. But on the buy side, 125, 25, 7. So a lot of micro purchases, a lot of big purchases, a lot of small purchases. So, but they're not matching. Oh, 546. So yeah, it might. It's looking like if we graph it out, we should probably hit maybe get to the $8 range on it. Shout out to Freedom Fighter, one of our longtime supporters. Welcome back in. Hex is hitting new lows. Pretty much everything is hitting new lows, but we should be bottoming out soon in the next week or so. Shout out to Leon again. I'm stacking my bag, not an ADA or XRP, but 10K. I guess that's Pulse Chain, 20K KPL SX. Can't sell because they are in the red. Those are just ones you're going to have to wait till the bull run hits. You might be enduring some red for a while on those, but diamond hands, we always got to have our diamond hands ready and on at all times. Got to have those diamond hands because the shakeouts are just beginning. They're really trying to take people out.
I'm still diamond handsing my Atom, even though SEC is attacking them. I know a lot of people are diamond handsing Soul, but I don't like Soul.
Mm-hmm. Oof. There was almost $1,000 sell order
For what?
for Adam. Okay, so the sell side of the order book is taking off.
For Atom?
For Adam, it can't really keep. So we might see some new lows on that.
Yeah.
You really think altcoins have bottomed when Bitcoin hasn't dropped back down yet? Shout out to Freedom Fighter. Yes, I do believe this is going to be the bull run where things kind of depeg from Bitcoin, and we're starting to see how investors are changing the course of crypto. Not to say that because it used to be like whatever Bitcoin did, everyone else did, if not worse. But you got coins now outperforming Bitcoin, and Bitcoin dropped 5%, and it's like XRP and Quant went up and then stabilized. So we're now getting some that are kind of breaking away. But the meme coins will definitely, whatever Bitcoin does and Ethereum does, the meme coins will do exactly the same. But also like Hex, Pulse Chain, a lot of those, they're not going to go, they're going to be tagged with the halving of Bitcoin and with whatever Ethereum does. But then you got like Atom, Dot, and ADA. They're not really going to go with the same movement anymore. They're going to start going with how investors view it. Kind of like we're kind of like in the start where the stock market started splitting away and nothing was really tied to anything but really just the overall macroeconomics. So, but interest rate, we're still worrying about inflation. We're still worrying about stagnation, recessions, all that fun stuff. So, all of that macro events can definitely affect crypto as a whole and make it drop almost all equally. But I still see a 10 to 15% equal drop on all coins as we slowly go to the bottom, as we slowly go to where the bottom out will happen. But every time I think we're going to go a little lower, we go in the opposite direction. So that just goes to show you how predictions go. Um, excuse me. Shout out to Leon. It could be a bull trap in Bitcoin, which forces alts to hit their lows. That's definitely a good and valid opinion there. There's definitely a lot of people, no matter which way call or put that you do, or I should say, and anyway, which you bet on Bitcoin, it's like it goes in the opposite direction, and these people will get liquidated. So, and that of course affects the market, and of course altcoins drop. But I'm thinking now because I hear a lot of average retail investors talk about Ethereum, Doge, Shiba, of course, and I don't know, they're starting to talk a little bit about XRP. So it's like it's hard to say because they're starting to buy in even with small amounts. Shout out to Freedom Fighter. I think we would have hit bottom already if SVB and bank collapses didn't happen when they did. True, that is true. Unfortunately, they just happened, but those were unpredictable. Well, predictable and unpredictable. You couldn't tell who had the bad books until you see who has the bad books, and they were one of the ones that had bad books and did a lot of nonsensical things with the money they were supposed to be in good stewardship of. Cody, what are some of your thoughts? I know I've been talking for a while here. Let me get some coffee and water
Oh
going.
no, you're good, man. I've just been listening. Yeah, altcoins are kind of moving away from that Bitcoin movement sector, but at the same time, like we're still not in that full point yet. Even though Bitcoin does make movements, alts kind of do follow it, but we're gonna slowly break away from that.
Mhm.
Give it when there's a lot more liquidity in the market. A trillion's just not enough.
Yeah, and I've been saying this, and I really want to harp on it that the crypto market, we got such a long runway to go, a long runway to go. It's just $1 trillion is nothing in the global market. It's a lot as an individual person to think of. Like $1 trillion is just a degenerate amount of money. But when you think about it, with billions of people involved, the world like is the second lowest industry next to the commercial space industry. And so that means you got two industries that are rapidly growing and can possibly work together. So like
Yes.
that's how I see it. I personally see as we grow and as space technology becomes more and more of a normal thing for us, and maybe down the road travel gets better, gets more obtainable for the average person, and we start mining and doing things and setting up stuff outside, we're going to be using crypto in that new world. And those two industries, I mean, crypto is basically where China was in the 1960s. Massive amount of potential, massive amount of potential, and the runway is just we haven't even we kind of got to the runway. We haven't even taken off yet. That's the crazy part. We haven't even taken off with crypto.
Nope. We still need to hit a 10 to 12 trillion dollar market cap at least.
Yep. Shout out to Joey Ducey. Thanks again. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. Always happy to shout out everyone's comments. Shout out to Leon. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Uh, we are we definitely got a long way to go, and we haven't even taken off. We just kind of hit. We're just kind of hitting where we want to go. Leon, shout out to Leon. Those that will live on Mars will be crypto billionaires. Probably. It'll definitely be wealthy people at first that kind of having homes out there. I don't necessarily think billionaires, but you'll probably have to be a millionaire to get there. But it's coming. The crypto market's come. The crypto verse is going to help build that next era of space exploration. Shout out to Fraser Mitchell. Your thoughts on your thoughts on XLM? Uh, I just think of it as just a hedge to it. It's not performing as well as Ripple. I think of it as a hedge to XRP and Ripple, but to me, it's not. It's not really performing as well as it.
Stellar's down 5%, and XRP's up like 3.5.
Isn't XLM the one that Jeb went to, or is that
Jed McCaleb. That's Jed McCaleb. Yep.
okay? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna in the long term, like 10 years from now, XLM isn't gonna make it. But in this bull run, you might see it as people are using it as a hedge. And it's a good hedge. Like I would do like one XLM for every 5 XRP. That's how I would hedge it because you'll make a lot more off of XLM if it runs up, but it is what it is. It's just one of those things that I don't really pay attention to much because I'm more on XRP, but the technology is the same, their principle is the same, but XRP seems to have the faith of institutions and is actually doing real world work. Shout out to Deluxe Dave. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. So, definitely welcome in. So that's all I really have on XLM. What are some of your thoughts, Cody?
XLM is quick. It's still useful, but at the same time, like you said, XRP getting out of this case, I think, especially if XRP wins this case, so many people are going to be flocking over to XRP. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just my thoughts, but it's just one of those things. It kind of be what it will be.
I do want to mention that Polkadot just hit 31,000 followers on CoinMarketCap, and Adam's at 18.
Oh, there we go. Shout out to Leon. I think we could hit the decatrillions to 100 quicker than we think. Everything is tied to Bitcoin, and institutions are locking in right now. They definitely are starting to invest. Shout out to Uncle Haya. Hey, welcome in. Glad to have your support. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for your comment. Hope you're having a wonderful day and making and getting those bags stacked up for you. Yeah, it's the bigger institutions are definitely making their plays right now. They are making their plays. They're putting their money in. They're starting to make their investments. They're starting to they're starting to make their moves and everything. Shout out to Britt. Welcome back. I was wondering why I haven't seen you. Put you back in your moderator. Thanks for letting me know you got a new account. And shout out to Uncle Haya. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate you on this stream. Hope you guys keep sharing and liking everything. We definitely have a lot to go over here. But yeah, big institutions. I know JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and Bank of America are starting to make their degenerative bets into the cryptoverse. So definitely something to pay attention to do. Uncle Haya, shout out to Uncle Haya. Crypto never sleep. It never does. Shout out to Tate 1971. What do you think about XLM? We just talked about it. I think it's edge against XRP if you're a little worried on the XRP front. But it hasn't done as much work or success as Ripple. So I don't see it being around in 10 years because it's not competitive. But people like it right now. People do like it right now, and you can definitely make money off of a good trade off of it for this next bull run. Shout out to Tuckertown. Tuckertown, welcome to the stream. Any love for Backs? Can't say that I have because I haven't heard of it until you mentioned it. So even though we've been in the crypto verse for a while, there's a lot of things that I just miss because it's just too much stuff to pay attention to. But the crypto mornings for you guys to shout it out, and we'll try to take a little look into it. Let me pull it up here on KuCoin. I got the chart up. When did it start? Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Let's go to weeks. Okay, here we go. So back in 2021, flatlined and looked like it had a pump, but we would have to really look at the white paper for it to really see. Let's see if we can even pull that up here. Okay, yeah, we got the white paper. All right. Shout out to Fraser Mitchell. Elon is working with Stellar. That's true, and that's usually a good bet. But I mean, Elon hasn't been wrong yet, really. But there's going to come a point sometimes he might be wrong. But like I said, you can definitely put a good investment into Stellar and hedge it to XRP. And if both do well, you made some degenerate gains. If XLM does well, then cash out your profits and and, and keep watching it. Um, but it's like you got to take it all with a grain of salt. But it is a good thing that Elon is working with it. But Elon's working with a lot of cryptos, trying to tie him into Twitter and using it as a payment process for everything. So but it is something that we can definitely we can take a little bit more deep dive into Stellar in just a minute. Let me get back to Tucker Town and back. So, but shout out to everyone and their support. You guys are definitely giving us some good questions and things to look into. Let's hear. So Babs white paper. Looks like they're trying to do a lot. Let's just take a look at what they're saying here. So the microeconomy is fundamentally underserved by the incumbent banking system, emerging technologies, and okay, so they're trying to bank the unbanked. That's what it's looking like here. BAB is a decentralized bank for microeconomy, providing individuals and businesses with a UK bank account powered by blockchain technology. The account is managed via smartphone app and provides access to a decentralized payment card. Okay, so they're making it so you can get around the banking system, which it's it's almost now like in the U.S. you need your driver's license, social security card, and a current bill of your residence to even try to set up a bank, which is ridiculous. A bank account. So that I could see definitely changing. It's not like they haven't stopped anything. Let's go to their website and take a quick look here. Take a quick look here as soon as I pull it up here. But I do think it's pretty cool that they're trying to make a blockchain based card. So where's it? Where's the about us? Because guys, the one thing I like is can I see who owns and runs this company? That's what I like. Let's see here. Company, contact us. I'm sure it's in the white paper who found it. We're gonna have to set this aside for a deep dive one day and take it from there. Shout out to Uncle Haya. You look very young. I guess blessing of good genetics. I'm going to be 40 this year, unfortunately. I'm 39 right now, but hey, thank you guys.
I'm the very young one. I'm 22,
Yeah.
almost 23.
Cody's 22, getting ready to turn 23. Yeah, I know what. Like I've been around before cell phones were a thing. Like I went to college, I didn't have a cell phone, or we didn't have Facebook or anything. So yep, at 40, is born in 1983. Good old Godzilla and tin transformer toys when they're made of tin. So, and of course, of all that, no worries. It's all the same. It's just what it is. Always don't stress, and I don't drink or smoke, so I guess it just worked. But everybody in my family looks young. Even my dad, he's 84 and he looks like he's 50. He just got done doing hip surgery too, and he doesn't even look like he went through a hard surgery. But hey, there we go. Shout out to OG Power Rangers. I was in high school when they came out. Yeah, definitely. Or yeah, beginning of high school when it came out. But so yeah, we'll do a deep dive into BAB. Maybe I'll do it. I'll post it. All the deep dives will be posted on Patreon first, and then brought over to YouTube about a week later. So if you guys would like to subscribe to the Patreon, links in the bio. We do one-on-one sessions, but if you just want like a one-time session, I'm more than happy to chat with you. I know finance is a very hard and personal thing, so you don't have to. You don't. You just guys got to remember, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. I'm a licensed broker, so I can only give you from a broker advice. But there's a lot of things both brokers and financial advisors do because I have a Series 7. We will help answer a lot of questions as we are all listed on FINRA. So, but if you guys want to join, we really appreciate your support. We're going to do a lot of fun things. Shout out to Thrawn Deschain. Thanks for your support and thanks for the follow. Really like you. Really appreciate the join. But going back to, I believe another guy said, going back to Stellar again. Man, you guys are really, really working on harping the Stellar chain. We might have to make a degenerate side bet and just put money into it. If you guys keep mentioning it. But let me pull it up here on KuCoin. I'll go back over here to Stellar XLM.
They didn't do the things Ripple did though when it came to their ICO. I'm pretty sure.
No, they didn't. Let's see here. Let me go to the 30-minute chart. Because right now, I know for a while there, I don't think it's been breaking that.
Are those the cells?
Barrier. I'm sorry, what happened, Cody?
Are those the cells?
Yes, in XLM. Got one
They're
big
going
buy
crazy.
order. Yeah, it's just
16,000, 2,000, 3,000, 2,000, 3,000. Look at that.
Yeah,
Look at all them cells.
People are getting. I think these are retail investors getting shaken out from their fear. So if you're thinking about getting into XLM chart wise, you could see another. We're probably going to see another low as you see it kind of dropping, but then slowly start trading sideways with the amount of sells versus the buys.
741,000 XLM was just bought. Is that what I saw? 741,000.
Where'd he go? Oh, it got down too far quickly.
I swear I saw that. Yeah, it's right there.
I think so. I can't seem to catch it, but 83,000, 15,000. Well, it looks like the sell volume is outpacing the buys, but it looks like the buys is are larger than the sells, so it could even out. But it looks like we might be hoping in another 24 hours for a good
23,000 XLM.
So we'll have to see. We'll keep an eye on it. Shout out to Simac Khan. So I've been seeing some videos that if XRP skyrockets, you could lend your XRP to banks. A little bit more there on the comment. Let me see here. Oops. Come on, hit the arrow. I'll even explain in there. Well, XRP is working with. They're working to put on their ledger and network with central banks. So, and what central banks do is they borrow from each other, but you could do that with real world fiat currency. Like I get asked a lot by local banks to put the fund from my business into theirs to recapitalize their business. So basically what you're saying is when you lend to your XRP to banks, what you're doing is you're lending to their recapitalization, which they have to do every night at 11:59. Their books have to go to zero. And what that means is that their liabilities and assets have to equal each other every midnight. So what that might help is for you guys to make this is where you make the big interest is when you lend it to banks to recapitalize, you can get 4, 5, 6%. You get much better rates. But however, there's a huge risk involved into lending to banks because if the bank goes bust, that lending that is not protected by FDIC. Only your deposits are, and that's not considered a deposit. So just remember that when you lend money to a bank, you're not protected. So if the bank goes under, you will never get your money back. So just remember that and keep that in mind there. Shout out to MJ Too Rich. That last part I didn't know. Hey, that's where working in the finance industry gets. it's not that, like, yes, there are some bad people in the banking industry. I will not deny that. There are some degenerate assholes in the banking industry. However, there's a lot of misconceptions about the banking industry that a lot of average people don't know and don't realize, like the recapitalization. Like the so like banks either can get it from their clients, from their private bank. That's why every bank has a private banking, or they have to borrow it from the central bank. But if there's another avenue where they can get recapitalization, it's only going to help the economy. Yes, because I would lend my out. Shout out to MJ2 Rich. Yeah, it's definitely if it opens up to public, if that could open up to the public, we could bring back some really good gains. Shout out to Derek. Definitely thank you for your follow and your like and joining the live there. Really appreciate it. Shout out to Britt. I know this is off topic, but I was looking for you and found 2 fake profiles. Yeah, unfortunately, I've already started to see some fake profiles on me. So you know,
Why don't use our streams and that we've posted back then, and they're using it as if it's a live stream that they're doing now?
yes. Yeah, and I take that as a sign of flattery that they think we're doing great. But you also got to remember, like, they're doing that and they're prompting to invest. I'll tell you right now, I'm not a licensed fund manager. I'm a licensed broker. I don't have a Series 528. I have a Series 7, and I don't have a Series 6. So I cannot offer you financial planning, and I cannot um, sell you on financial management services. All I'm legally allowed to do is if you came up to me and said, hey, Sal, I want you to sell my Apple shares. I will then turn around and say, this is what I got for you. I sold your Apple shares. Here it is, sign, and I'll deliver your cash in 24 hours. That's what I can do. Like, so if anyone's saying I can manage your portfolio, I do not manage portfolios. I'm not licensed to do so. I'm only licensed to buy and sell securities. I'm the guy that your financial advisor says, hey, Sal, I need you to sell these for my client. That's what I do. That's all I do. And I did that for a long time. And I could tell you right now, if someone's off saying 5% a day, that is definitely false, because that puts you wealthier than 5 times wealthier than Elon Musk, if that was the case. Um, but thanks for pointing that out. If you guys see a fake profile of me, just all I ask you guys, just hit the report button. They usually will go away, or just ignore them, and eventually they stop doing. They'll stop. They'll get the hint and stop. Shout out to MJ2 Rich. What is your top coin investment? Well, by volume, if I look at my portfolio, by tokens, actually by tokens it's Crow, but XRP is the real top one. But if you go by value, it's Bitcoin, because the value of Bitcoin is a lot higher than my XRP. But I'm kind of riding the XRP train. I think that's going to become my highest value. Shout out to Freedom Fighter. Don't trust any middleman. DeFi is the way. Absolutely. I have a DeFi wallet and I recommend it to everyone. What is your top crypto investment and top 5 coins? Shout out to MJ2 Rich. I think we'll start off with Cody here, because he has an interesting take on that. I'll let him go first.
My top one is Quant.
And what's your I think Cody only has 4 coins he has right now, but what's in your portfolio, Cody?
Quant, Atom, Polkadot, and ETH.
So there you go. That's what he has. What I have, my top 5: Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, Quant are what I'm holding for that. But my total portfolio is Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Atom, Dot, Quant, and Crow. Although Crow is probably going to disappear, as I all of my Crow got released from when I got the Obsidian card. So I'm not really probably going to hold on to Crow. much longer. I've been taking a massive hit on it, and it's probably going to get moved into something else. So, but I may move it into Link because I'm really, really liking Link right now. Or I just might buy more Quant. So, thank you for that. We definitely appreciate all that stuff. So shout out to you guys in the comments. Fraser Mitchell, no Casper, not at the moment. I actually, for a while there, Cody and I were only doing 5 coins in our wallets and portfolios. I just recently said, I'm going to go up to 10. So, and I only recently started this year adding in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So, and that was only because they hit those lows in November, December.
I hope we can hit those June lows again.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping too. But I do have on my watch list Casper, Render token, Link, and I do keep an eye out on the meme coins like Pepe coin and Shiba, just because that gives me an idea of consumer sentiment, of retail investor sentiment. So if they start to change, then I know that we're probably headed. If the meme coins are going to start first on the bull run, so that's when I know when I really need to start dumping into my dry powder. But if I was to make a good bet, I would say cash burn Link. I would probably get rid of Crow and go and split it up equally into cash burn and Link, if I was going to do that. So shout out to you guys. It's really good. Keep the questions coming. We're still got quite a way. Shout out to Britt. Let's get to 6K likes before his live ends. Hey, we really appreciate it. You guys have been wonderful. We've been building this community only in the last month, about like really 3.5 weeks. So shout out to Broderick, guys. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for your join in. Shout out to Siam Khan, Siam Mac Khan. I'm sorry if I get that name wrong. Opinion on Gala and Jazz. Gala is definitely a good one. I think Gala has something to do with the play to earn crypto verse. I think, right? Am I right on that one, or am I wrong?
What, Gala being play to earn?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was eating breakfast. That's why I was quiet. But I was listening.
No. I was just saying, like, someone shout out Gala and Jasmine. Well, I'll say this: Gala has probably like Casper, one of the biggest run up potentials in the bull run. So
the only risk of those is the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my only like scary feeling is if the SEC went after Casper and Jasmine.
Mm-hmm. But Gala, it's got strong following. It's on over 500,000 watch lists. So I would definitely, as a trade, it is a good trade to make money off of. As far as the project, I'm not really too much into it, into game, the play to earn. However, with GTA 6 coming around the corner with introducing play to earn, you'll either see direct action with Gala or indirect action with Gala, but it will go up because of GTA 6. Jasmine, I haven't heard too much about Jasmine. Cody, do you know anything about Jasmine?
I've done a little bit of research into it. I like to keep my portfolio small, but like I said, my only fear of investing into that would be the SEC.
Gotcha. And they came out in 2021 last year. So, I mean, it's definitely primed for a good run up. I would not put more than $1,000 into Jasmine right now. That's about as much as I'm willing to like throw at a bet. No Polygon. I had Matic in the beginning, but I just kind of condensed into this. I'm not saying Polygon and Matic isn't a good choice, but it has potential. It's just that when you have your portfolios, I can't focus on too many coins, but after I decide where my I think I got 7 coins here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm getting rid of Crow, probably going 2. So that's going to put me at 8. So I got 2 more spots, and now start thinking about where to put in those spots. But I want you guys to keep in mind, you want to make those decisions slow as you add coins into your portfolio. And you still got a lot of time. We got about a year and a half left of dollar cost averaging and trading sideways.
Yeah,
But
but
still good. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Cody.
within the beginning of 2024, we could see some uptrend because the halving hype.
Yeah, definitely. Fraser Mitchell, shout out to you. Would you hold ADA with what's going on? Yeah. I mean, if it somehow gets labeled as a security, okay, it just switches where I got to buy it from. That's all.
I don't like Cardano for some reason. I've never really, I got into it last bull run, and then after that, it's just like, I don't know. It's easy to lose interest in.
Yeah, and that's the problem. But I do think that retail investors will not go to Cardano or ADA because of the SEC lawsuit. So I would wait till it drops a little more, and then I might put a degenerate bet on it. So, and it's just it's kind of a tough pick right now too. The chart says that you have a lot of potential, but it's it's just hard to make a bet now with the SEC and retail investor sentiment because they kind of fudged it up there with that. Shout out to Simon Khan. Can you guys talk a little bit about taxes and how are you guys going about it? I have a good accountant that also handles crypto taxes as well. There are not many of them that do it out there. So you got to really do your research, and it's very, very, very complicated. But the roundabout of it is that you want to hold it for more than a year so you can pay the least amount of taxes. Because if you're doing quick trades, you're going to be paying a lot in taxes. But you can also write off a lot of your losses too on it, and even if you just hold it, because it's like they're giving you both the benefits of taxes on both the stocks and for current and forex trading. So, like with commodities, if they devalue 0.5%, you can write that off. But at the same time, like with stocks, you can't do that. You can only recognize it once you sell it. So we're kind of getting the best of both worlds. Your profit, they only tax it when you sell it. But if it goes down while you're holding it, you're allowed to write off those losses. So, but I definitely recommend. I know a lot of the good tax attorneys for crypto all hover in the Miami area, but they do digital digital consultations. Shout out to Tate 1971. Did you guys make any money in the last 4 run? Actually, I came in the last bull run at the very end. I made some good trades where I cashed out my profits on some things, but I didn't really make a lot overall. It's just I've been dollar cost averaging in as some of my long-term holds have been going down. I think Cody was in during the middle of the bull run, right?
I came at the very beginning of 2021. I'd say January. Okay. So right at the start of last bull run.
Okay. So there you have it. So yeah, I think we've learned some lessons from there. I definitely learned more about the crypto world, but I was doing a lot of research in 2022, and now 2023, I'm out of executing and buying. So I haven't really made a lot of money yet, although I think I will in the coming years.
We will be very profitable next bull run. I see it.
Shout out to Fraser Mitchell. Can you borrow against with leverage? You can, but borrowing on leverage with crypto is very risky.
Especially since people were putting in longs, and then all of a sudden the SEC attacked Binance. All those people who put in longs before the Binance attack, they're all hurting.
Yep, and you can easily be forced to recapitalize or get liquidated. I try very hard to not recommend borrowing against leverage. That's how you run into trouble. That's usually the first sign of people who lose everything is they overdo it with the leveraging. If you're going to do it, never do more than 10% of what you are leveraging.
I would do like 3% of my net worth.
Yeah, that way if it get liquidated, it's not going to hurt you too much in the long run. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense because I try not to do it. Do I have to pay taxes on gains if I move them to stable coins? I believe so. Shout out to Cymac Khan. I
Yeah,
believe
because
so.
anytime you're in profit on a stock or crypto, it doesn't matter what you move your profits to. Once you move it, you're locking in that profit. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what you move it to. So locking in profit is a taxable event,
Yes. It's the
even if you
same.
lose it right after.
Exactly. It's even if it's like if you made money on a stock and exchanged that stock for another stock, you made profit. So they're going to tax you on it. The difference is that the capital gains on stocks is a lot lower than it is on crypto. I think it's like 38% on crypto.
Yeah, but it depends on your income too. Like I'm 22 and I don't make much right now. So if we hit a bull run tomorrow and I cashed out tomorrow, I wouldn't be paying much on at all on taxes.
Exactly. And it depends on your tax bracket as well. But I don't consider putting anything into stable coins either. It's either keep it as cash or reinvest into a different opportunity. Um, Cody and I have our thoughts on some of the stable coins out there. I don't exactly trust them right now.
I don't, for
That's
sure.
one of the things I really, really, really want regulation on. That's the only thing I want on regulation on in the cryptoverse. But if you can't tell me what's in it, I'm not putting my money into it.
Exactly.
That's just how I always view it.
And Tether for a long time was backed by quote unquote commercial paper, and I wonder what happened to that.
Yeah, that's definitely hurting right now as a lot of businesses that borrowed a lot are handing back the capital. Isn't there big tax benefits when you invest your earnings into real estate? Yes and no. It depends on where you got your earnings from. Like crypto and stock, you have to pay your taxes first, then you can invest in real estate. Or if you I'll have to look up what the actual name of it, but there's like a company that specifically holds profits where you can delay the tax payment for 180 days. But if you bought real estate and then sold it and then bought another real estate property, you can push back the taxes, but you can't do it with crypto and stocks. Not as easily. But I would consult a tax attorney that can help you navigate that one. Shout out to Simon Khan. Any loopholes that I'm not aware of, I don't want any to give any of my cake to those motherfuckers. Hey, I don't blame you on that sentiment. But let me tell you, as a business owner and everything, taxes are just highly unavoidable at the moment, and it's just
Death and taxes, man. You can't
yeah,
escape.
you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it, but you can mitigate it by once you get big enough and you if you have a lot of assets, you can make holdings companies and take dividends, not taxes, not personal income or gains. So then your dividends only get taxed 11%. That's the only way you can avoid high taxes legitimately is to have the company earn it. The company pays its own profit taxes, and then you're only going to pay 11% on the dividends. So that's what I do with my businesses. I only have a couple that pay me a salary, and the other two, all four of them pay me dividends.
Or you
I
could
just,
just get a G Wagon and write it off. No, I'm kidding.
yeah. Well, that's another thing. That's another thing. Like you gotta be very careful about what you put in there. Like I own a moving company. I can't write a G Wagon off on a moving company.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. They're like, what's this? Now I could write off a moving truck or a rig, a tractor, pickup trucks, things like that. But I cannot write off a G Wagon. But if I had a financial services company, you could probably write off a G Wagon because it makes sense to have it. it has whatever you write off has to make sense to be a part of your business.
Yeah.
Sounds like a very good tax attorney is key. Absolutely. And make sure you find one that's well vetted, honest, and everything, because there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of them out there that unfortunately say that they're filing your taxes. They never pay it, and then of course you're stuck holding the bag, the hot potato, and the IRS doesn't care. They make you responsible for your own taxes. So shout out to Brit. Why not? It makes sense. Luxury moving. Like where your head's at. There are Mercedes moving trucks, but I'm not going to spend $500,000 on a 26-foot moving truck just to have my guys tear it up. Shout out to Start Crypto Today. Welcome in. Glad to have your support and everything. Hey, brother, how do you get XRP in New York? Thanks. You don't even have to get it on a VPN. You can go on to Uphold and buy it, the Uphold exchange, and you can definitely buy it there if you'd like. I think that's a real good way to get it in there. I think she found your loophole. Thanks, shout out there for Simon Khan. But yeah, it's you can get XRP on Uphold. Definitely a good place to get it, and you can move it right off into your hard wallet. Um, you're in New York, you can't get it via Ledger, Coinbase Coin Wallet, or MetaMask. Huh? That's interesting. I haven't heard that. Usually I know you can't get it on Coinbase, but your Ledger you can definitely hold it on the Ledger. Um, I haven't had any problems with the Ledger network, so I couldn't speak on it, but it does. You can get it on Uphold and move it onto an Arculus wallet if you'd like. Shout out to Shadow Lair. Hey, welcome into the chat. He's shouting out Shiba Inu coin. Hey, if you want to make a nice bet, nice lottery ticket bet, you definitely can. It's got a lot of hype and community around it, but it has no overall utility for us. See here, trying to get to your guys' questions, but shout out to everyone that's answering other people's questions. I didn't know that you can get it on KuCoin too. So shout out to Fraser Mitchell there. Shout out to Tate 1971. What wallet do you recommend? Or I use Ledger and Arculus wallet, and then I also used the Crypto DeFi wallet. Um, Cody just uses the Ledger wallet, but we both recommend Ledger despite everything else. And I do recommend using the Arculus wallet for some of the ones that may become like forms of payment, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Shout out to Freedom Fighter. He likes MetaMask. A lot of people do. I don't like it because I'm not a big fan of virtual wallets, but to each their own. It does have a few back doors that can be exploited, but I've heard they fixed all those. Okay, well I'll have to look at it again. So shout out to Shadow Layer. The utility is all that their Shiba developers are creating. Look again. We'll take a look into it. Shout out to Crypto Today. Um, yeah, NY is hard. They let you get to the pay screen, but it says geo lock to transfer into my wallet. Okay, so you might need a VPN to transfer or register your. You can get PO box somewhere else and just register it there. But with that said, we've been on for about an hour and a half coming up. Really do appreciate all your guys' support and everything. Definitely, it's a pretty long stream. I do have some business to get to. I'm trying to make an early day of a nice day. My big plan is to have some barbecue today. I'm making barbecue chicken, so already got that prepped and ready sitting on my counter. Simon Khan, thanks for the follow. Trying to get XRP, get that XRP. I'll try again. Thanks again. You're welcome. Start Crypto today. Definitely want to get XRP before it really starts to run up. I don't think we're going to run up fast. We might get to like $1.50, $2 real quick after the status of the XRP case is finished. But hey, thank you guys for all your support. Thank you for all your love there. Really appreciate you guys sharing and liking the stream. You guys definitely had a lot of good comments in there. Really love all the support. Cody and I got to get out here and get to work and get things done.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a business to run and everything. But before I go, I'll try to get these last few questions. Can I ask you, what do you do with profits? What I do with profits is my profits tend to either go back into the investment avenue that's going to, or I just keep it as cash and I move it somewhere else. So like crypto profits go into stock profits go into crypto, real estate earnings go into both stocks and crypto. So they all kind of feed into it. And when the bull run happens and I make a tremendous amount off of crypto, I will de-invest and put a lot of it into real estate. So that's kind of what I want to do with that. Welcome back, Crypto Wizard. Sorry, I'm back. Kids got me busy today. Hey, that's what kids do, right? They're gonna make your life hell for a little bit. It's like right in their contract before they come into the world. But thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
On Rumble and YouTube. If you guys want to support us, go to the Patreon. We got a lot of big plans. We also want to do interviews. I want to do interviews with business owners and other high net worth individuals, and I'm only going to post those on Patreon. But it really appreciate to support that, and we can maybe help. We are working to get a studio because our community seems to be taking off here. So we're going to get a studio definitely where you can see both of us live in one room. So that's going to be definitely fun there for you guys. I have a couple good locations. Hopefully we can make it happen. It's kind of hard to get any space in Northwest Arkansas. There's just a lot of businesses going on. So, but thank you guys. Shout out to, I'll get a few more of these questions. Fraser Mitchell, buy different wallets. I'm actually going to do an unboxing of the EliPal wallet because it's like a true hard wallet where it's off grid. So it's going to be interesting as I go through that and go through the learning process with you guys. I like the one that has the LCD screen. So we're definitely going to take a look at that. I'll do live with you on DCA and share if you want here to collaborate. Hey, well, Start to Crypto too. I can definitely send you invites. You can go to the Facebook page. You go click the YouTube link on TikTok, go to our Facebook page, and you can message me there. And we can definitely, because the link's in the bio and description to go to all our social media, and we can chat there. And thank you guys. Thank you for our support. We got to go. I don't want to keep Cody too long. He's got a lot to do. I got a lot to do.
Oh, yeah.
But thank you guys. Remember out there, stay safe. Do your due diligence. Do your research. Don't invest it any more than what you're willing to risk. And never invest in anything you don't understand.
Yes,
And
sir.
that's just a rule of thumb on anything. Doesn't matter what you invest in. Make sure you understand how it's going to make money, what's the purpose of it, and where it's going. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. We'll see you again tomorrow morning, 8:30, same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you guys. We'll catch you later. And definitely stay safe out there and